Hey there, AJ from Crucial Music School here. Today I want to discuss how you can overcome a difficult passage in a song you're learning. By now, you may have already hit your first roadblock to learning a song or mastering a technique on your instrument. The way I see it, there are three types of roadblocks. The first is a skill level roadblock. This is where you don't yet have the ability, speed or understanding to attempt what you're learning. The second type is a mistake roadblock. This is where you practice something wrong and now every time you hit the passage you frustratingly make the same mistake. The third is a rushed roadblock. This is where you've skimmed over a necessary task to actually accomplishing what you want. So, how do you identify which issue you're dealing with? How do you fix them? Well, you can ask your teacher. Shameless self-promotion here, but seriously, a good teacher can help you navigate through the minefield of things that can go wrong while learning. Having said that, if you're on your own at home, here are some tips that can help you before you see your teacher next. Firstly, if your main problem is that you aren't fast enough or you're confused, this is a good indication you've hit a skill level roadblock, the first type. Here you may need to work on your fundamental skills first before you're ready to tackle the song. Look, every house needs a foundation and every song requires foundational skills before you can attempt it. There's no shame in saying, hey look, this is just too hard, I don't have the skills yet. Come back to the song later on in the year, you'll hit it, it'll be fine, it'll be great. But initially you're just going to have to stop and learn those skills. However, if your main problem isn't the speed or that frustration there, if your main problem is that you keep making the same mistake, this is definitely the second type of roadblock. This is a mistake roadblock. So here's the best way I've learned on how to fix this. So first of all, slow down. Watch yourself playing and then try and work out where the mistake is occurring and why. And isolate the bit that's wrong. So if it's your thumb's in the wrong spot on your instrument, or your hand technique's wrong, or you're brushing over with the wrong fingers, whatever it is, isolate it out, try and work out what it is. And now, this is the hard bit, this is the hard work. Very, very slowly, practice the movement or motion until you get it right, at a very slow speed. If you get it right, you can then speed it up a bit. If you don't, unfortunately you're going to have to slow it down even more. Repeat this exercise of slowing down and speeding up until you're getting it 90 to 100% right most of the time, right? So the best way of looking at this, a good allegory for it, is imagine a pathway in the forest. That pathway has been made by people constantly walking through it. This is like your practice. If you keep on doing the same mistake again and again, you're making a pathway in your brain, you're creating a pathway through that forest, and this is going to be the pathway of least resistance. It's the easiest way to go. This mistake will feel right to you, but sound bad. So the trick is to drive a new pathway through the forest, through your brain, the right pathway, by constantly walking down this new path. Initially, you're going to have to do that slowly. It's going to be hard. And when you repeatedly do it, it will strengthen that in your brain, it will strengthen that in your practice, and then you'll start hitting it right and you'll overcome that mistake roadblock. So this leads me to the last roadblock. How do you know if you've rushed and that that's the problem? How do you identify that? So here's a couple of things you may notice. You'll probably be confused as to why it's not right. You may be saying things like, I can normally do this kind of thing, or this should be easy for me by now. So this is a good indication you probably missed an important step. Again, slow down, read the music carefully, watch your motions, see if you can catch what's ailing you, and yeah, just be patient with yourself. Sometimes we rush because we're enthusiastic to get the material learnt, but really what we need to do is just take that step back and go, in order to get here I need to do this. I hope that helps. Have an excellent week practicing, everyone, and I hope that you can smash through those roadblocks and you can succeed in your musical journeys. Thanks.